This is Pulse of Africa, the face of Ethiopia, the voice of Africa.
Hello viewers, you're watching Pulse of Africa. I am Samia Mohammed for the main news. First, our top stories for today. Senegal signs historic peace deal with Casamance separatists. EAC and SADC move deployment of joint force to DRC. US and Ukraine agree to terms of critical minerals deal. Chile declares state of emergency after sweeping power blackout. Now, news in detail. The deal brokered by Guinea-Bissau President Omaro Sissoko Embalo was announced at a joint press briefing in Bissau alongside Senegalese Prime Minister Ousmane Sonko. The Casamance conflict, which began in 1982, has claimed thousands of lives and disrupted the region's economy. The agreement marks a crucial step towards lasting peace in Senegal's southern region, which is separated from the north by Gambia. Prime Minister Sonko conveyed President Bassirou Diomaye Faye's gratitude to Guinea-Bissau for mediating the negotiations, which had been ongoing for 3 days. Moving on to DRC. Eastern and Southern African countries are looking into the possibility of deploying troops to secure areas of Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo, now under M23 rebel control. The EAC and SADC regional blocs have previously called for ceasefire in the war in the mineral-rich region, which DR Congo's Prime Minister said this week had killed around 7,000 people since January. The document seen by Reuters detailed recommendation to defense chiefs after a meeting of technical experts in Tanzania on February 23. The defense chiefs are expected to prepare a report that will be discussed this coming weekend. Now to BRICS. A reformed global system is needed to be able to generate and execute solutions to multiple and complex global challenges, National Bank Governor and Ethiopia's BRICS Sherpa Mamo Meretu said. An Ethiopian delegation led by Governor of National Bank of Ethiopia and Ethiopia's BRICS Sherpa Mamo Ismaila Meretu is participating in the first meeting of BRICS Sherpas and Sous Sherpas for 2025. This meeting commenced yesterday in Brasilia, Brazil. On the occasion, Mamo reiterated Ethiopia's long-standing support of multilateralism and collective security centered on the UN system. He stated that a reformed global system is needed to be able to generate and execute solutions to multiple and complex global challenges. Turning to cyclones. 2 moderate tropical cyclones have formed in eastern Madagascar and could hit Mozambique today and tomorrow, according to a warning from the National Institute of Meteorology. INAM informs that the phenomenon is due to the occurrence of low-pressure system between parallels 20 and 23 degrees south, which is currently contributing to the rainfall in Mozambican territory. INAM continues to monitor the evolution of these systems and urges the population to continue monitoring meteorological information and warnings disseminated by the competent authorities. In other news, the US and Ukraine have agreed on the terms of a draft minerals deal central to Kyiv's push to win Washington's support as President Donald Trump seeks to rapidly end the war with Russia. The draft agreement said that it does not specify any US security guarantees or continued flow of weapons, but says that the United States wants Ukraine to be free, sovereign, and secure. The US president, who has cast the deal as repayment for billions of dollars in aid to Kyiv, also said some form of peacekeeping troops are needed in Ukraine if an agreement to end the conflict is struck. Moscow has refused to accept any deployment of NATO forces. Shifting to Chile. Chile has declared a state of emergency and curfew across much of the country, including the capital Santiago, following massive blackout possibly caused by an electrical system failure, the Interior Ministry said. We are going to have a curfew from 10 tonight until 6 in the morning, Carolina Toja, head of ministry, told the press conference on Tuesday. After the blackout hit, subway services were promptly evacuated. Traffic lights were knocked out, causing traffic jams in the country's largest cities, while a fleet of electric buses was deployed to assist the inner city mobility. Ernesto Huber, Executive Director of the National Electricity Coordinator, confirmed the source of blackout as a fault in the power grid at North Chico and said that efforts are underway to restore power.
Only on the Pulse of Africa channel, all the time. Pulse of Africa, the face of Ethiopia, the voice of Africa.
Now, turning to business news. Botswana's government on Tuesday signed a long-delayed 10-year diamond sales agreement with Anglo-American United De Beers, adding a possible extension period of 5 more years to the provincial pact. Under the final deal, the share of Botswana state-owned Okavango Diamond Company and the production of Botswana, its 50-50 joint venture with De Beers, will reach 40% at the end of agreement, revised from provisional 50%. ODC's allocation could, however, rise 50% during the proposed 5-year extension period, according to a joint statement by Botswana's government and De Beers. The deal is critical for the southern African countries since its economy is largely dependent on the export of diamonds. Finally, Nigeria's economy gained pace in the course of 2024, growing at its fastest in 3 years, driven mainly by its services sector, data showed on Tuesday. Gross domestic product grew 3.84% in annual terms, more than the 3.46% reported in the third quarter of 2024, the 3.19% seen in the second quarter, and 2.98% in the first. Fourth quarter growth was led by the service sector, which grew 5.37% year-on-year, the National Bureau of Statistics said. Full-year growth accelerated to 3.40% last year from 2.74% in 2023. It said. Before concluding, let us provide you with the latest updates on global commodity prices. That's all for today. Thank you for watching Pulse of Africa.
This is Pulse of Africa, the face of Ethiopia, the voice of Africa.